Joe Biden and the Justice Department, and this is for Social Security. I was calling to get some information to find out the Dallas courtroom, and I talked to the Dallas Municipal Court on the other side, and this guy named Tyrone, he was a very great greeter. He had a very good conversation. Usually not like Social Security, say I can't help you and hang up and be aggressive with it. So I want you to realize, Joe Biden, what I just did, I'm messaging you right now by Tyrese in Dallas Municipal Court. Great customer service, great intelligence. He didn't hang up in my face like the call center. I think it was great the way he did it, and he listened, and he was able to help me and give me number. Your call center have a problem. They have a problem when somebody come to them about something, and they like to hang up and neglect and abuse with the other local office issues. So right now, I say God bless. I hope Tyrese get a blessing. And I'm messaging you right now, Joe Biden, behind this conversation. I really hope that can be an example, and how he approached it can be in the format of great customer service of a client. And that's the most thing about people treating people and doing the things are going on, and how things should be treated, how people should be treated when you call them. I just showed you by calling the food stamp office. I have showed you in many ways, and how the call center need to know. And we're going to tag the Social Security in this situation behind the hanging up the tongue and the laughing. So it's about changing the aspect of things. When I'm working at Walmart, I know my customer spirit. So before, when I'm in the deli, before they even come up, I know something's wrong. So I have to be really patient and understanding their needs and not get frustrated with them. If I'm frustrated and they already frustrated, that's not going to be good for us. So your best thing to do is to get somebody to help them if you having a frustrating day. That's what anybody. If we had a government agency, a store, a grocery store, one of the Walmart CEOs said something on their website. They said how to attack issues in our society. I think if we listen more and not assume the things that we assume, how can we understand it? What is the most perfect thing in those things? So when we dealing with those things, it's about great. Cause I see my customer spirit. And except I work at an airport, the Dallas left field, and had that one accident. I know something's going on with my customer, and I can't tick that customer off. My spirit side, my behavior as an employee to get the customers great. To understand my customer is the most important thing. It's just like when they on the aisle. When they on the aisle, right? When they doing stuff on the aisle, and they going past the aisle, and they got their basket with their kid, right? Just because they don't got their eyes full on the product doesn't mean they're not looking at it. The corner of their eye, they're looking at the product. So we have to understand, can we have the products there for the customers? And you gotta wait on ahead of time when things are low, before things get low. People don't know how to do stuff in the store. When you're on your last thing, you gotta on your last pallet or your last two, three pallets, last two pallets, you gotta call it in. Like I worked at Walmart, and right before we got low and understand it, we had to tell our manager go on the computer at 12:16 and ask for new supplies. So that's one of the things I learned from Richard and learned from everybody I worked with. is when stuff get really, before it get, if you down to 2 pallets, you post to, you just can't work till you get down to 1 pallet. You gotta wait till you get down to 2 pallets and get it in and get it and ask for it. So that was one of the things I learned so much around Richard and a lot of Grizz and everybody. But yo, and like, and just because you don't work in that department does not mean you should not help. Because I remember going to get my coworker at 2996. He in the milk department. I'm going to get him, and sometimes I will go look for the product myself. And that's when you go, when you look for, if you look for those things, that can be the greatest thing. And just because at a register and you are I'm a cashier and I'm a maintenance and I'm a whatever I'm at, and I see an employee and I see a customer and I see a customer struggling with a register, let me go get my coworker. I wish that Nash, I wish that Nat the people in the front were teaching me how to go and that present it if the customer need help to help them out when they busy. So if I saw a customer struggling with a register, I wish I could just go over there, even though I'm working in another department, I'm not a cashier. And I always have done it. That's something I have always done. Russell can never tell you I didn't come and get an employee or come and get somebody and just say I couldn't help you or know where that's at. And anybody in my coworker can never tell you that. So the definition of those things to understand the concept of the format of those plans, right? So the understanding of great customer service and understanding it, right? Social Security channel. Hey guys, my thing